are many other methods to denote set. Now we are going to concerning about set builder method. Set builder method will give you the overall characteristics of a particular set. So I'll use some example to explain. So for an example, here I have a set. A is positive integers. Positive integers means whole numbers. Positive integers less than 10. Less than 10. So if you are feeling really lazy to write this, no need to write this much. Okay, no need to write like this. You can use a simple notation to denote this whole thing. Okay, in wordings only we denoted something like this. A equals to inside curly bracket positive integers less than 10 curly bracket nth. So instead of writing this whole set, you can use a small method, a shortcut method. What it would be, look at this A, okay, A set that is equals to, we will consider the answer. The answers for the question, the elements belongs to this question as simple x. Mostly we are using simple x. I will explain. So this is the these are the answers. X means not only one value. X is number of value. There are several values. So now you have to denote the characteristics of the answers. For the statement there should be a solution. No, that's what we are going to denote here. X is first condition is all the elements which belongs to this set A that should be positive integers. So X is an element of positive integers. Positive integers. No need to worry about this z plus. I will explain what it means. So we know the solutions for these answers. There are several solutions. No? Instead of that, we used only a single one. So x is showing a particular range. So the characteristics of x, x colon x e. We are using c and inside there is a straight line. This is called as element. Element in set. We are familiar with that already. So this is called element. X is an element. That means the solutions for the set A, those are elements for positive integers. This capital Z. Not only this, we are using double line here. So this is showing integers. This that is showing integers. Likewise, we have many. This R, capital R, this is showing real numbers, and we have some other values as well. Okay, so x is an element of positive integers. Not only that one, there is another thing also. Look at this, less than 10. So you have to denote that one as well. For that one, you should use and. Okay, this is 1 and this is one condition. Another condition would be x is less than 10. X is less than 10. Positive number means here also there is a condition given. Positive number means that should be greater than 0. Less than 10 also given. So the values which are located in between this range, those are our answers. Those are our answers. I think it's hard to understand. For the first time, I will explain one more time. You have to take a look into the statement, the description very carefully. A is equals to inside curly brackets positive integers less than 10. It looks simple, but there are many things to investigate in this statement. A is equals to, we will consider the values. Okay, the values which belongs to this particular description. The solutions, we are taking that one as x. X colon, we are going to express the characteristics of x. Instead of writing in words, we are using some mathematical symbols to denote what are the characteristics of the solution for set A. That x, that means the solution should be element of positive element of positive integers. Positive integers. This is one condition. Next condition, less than 10. Less than 10 means 9, 8, likewise 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2. So less than 10 only we cannot give that one as a range. Since it is positive, we know that Definitely, it should be greater than 0. Positive means greater than 0. In the question, they mentioned less than 10. So, we have to incorporate both of them, both included like this. So, the value should be greater than 0. That's why I used the symbol like this. The pointed side towards 0, the open side towards x. So, the x value should be greater than 0. And you look at this, in this, x is less than or less than 10. So, that means greater than 0, less than 10. So these are the characteristics of a solution for the set A. We denoted in description. You want to denote that in set builder method. So instead of writing this by observing this, you have to create something like this. The characteristics of particular set solution should be denoted in mathematical terms. In the next example, let's have a look into another type question. So in that, I'll give you set B and I'll give you the elements. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. Okay, these are the elements for set B. We are going to express this one in set builder method. For that, right? B equals to, so we have the solutions. Okay, we have all the solutions for this B. So the solutions were given. If the question was asked, you should find the answer. If the answer is given, you should find its respective question. If answer, sorry, if the question was asked, you should identify, you should find the answer. If the answer is already given, you should find the question. So that's what we have to do here. For that one, x. So I will consider the question belongs to this particular given set x colon x is, when we look at this, we can observe a particular pattern. It is 1 square, 2 square, this is 3 square, 4 square, 5 square. Likewise, we can write. So x is square numbers. X is square numbers. But not only that enough. So we have to give the specific boundary as well. X is square numbers. And thereafter, and what is the limit of this x? What's the range? Starting from 1, end up with at 25. So you should give the proper limit. So starting from 1, end up at 25. In between our x is located. So here you can write your inequality like this. But this is not only enough. We have 1 also in our solution. So it should be 1 is less than or equals to x, that is less than, or sorry, 1 is x is greater than or equals to 1 and less than or equals to 25. So this would be the perfect set builder method. I will explain this again from the beginning as well. Look at this. B is equals to, inside the curly brackets, we have the solutions. But we don't know what would be the question. That's what you have to find here. So we will consider the question belongs to the given set. It would be x. So B is equals to x colon x is square number. These are square numbers, no? By observing, we can identify that. But in the next one, you should give the proper limit, because square numbers means that is going until infinity. 25, 36, 49, 64, 80, 100. Likewise, that is going until infinity. So it is starting from 1, end up at 25. You should keep it inside the proper boundary. That is really important. Starting from 1, this is the way you should write 1 and 25. X is greater than or equals to 1 or less than or equals to 25. So this is the method to denote the particular given element. If the element is given, you should denote the question. If the question was asked already, you should give the answers, solutions for the question. That's all about set builder question. Because if we need to write the solutions given, the question, we cannot express like this. the answer, the question for set B. Instead of X, you can write the question for set B. It is hard, no? It's time consuming to write like this. So that's why we are using this is a random variable. We are considering the question for this particular given set as X. Okay, that is also a variable. This variable is denoting this specific feature. That's why we are using X colon. That because the X we are using here, those are interconnected with the previous question. For this question only we are answering. For that directly X is square numbers, or else you can write square numbers and this one. This is not the proper way. The answers, the solutions for a particular set that was already allocated. We are going to use that, express that in simple terms by using mathematics. That's why we are using X. So in the previous example, I told you, you should consider the solutions, all the solutions. We don't know how many solutions it has, but you should consider all the solutions as X. So we can take this one as a constant for a calculational purpose rather than that nothing with this X, because somehow the answers we are having, none of them contain X, but for a variable purpose only we are using X. It is not compulsory to use X. You want, you can use N. N is square numbers. That means the solutions in this given set, those are square numbers and those are situated in between 1 to 25. So that's why we are using a particular variable for a calculational, sorry, for a representational mathematical term. The third example would be if the Venn diagram, this is our Venn diagram C. This is denoting the numbers starting from 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1 and -2. Okay, this is our uh, question. So we are going to show the characteristics of the solution. Characteristics of the solutions for this particular set A. There are many methods to denote a set. First is descriptive method. The statement will be given. So you should use the statement to find the solution. In other case, the element form. So that means the solutions will be given. You should predict the question. And now Venn diagram method. This is also a representational feature. This C, this circle is denoting the universal set, and inside we have the elements. First, I will write this. C is equal to X colon. That means we are going to express the characteristics of X. What is X? The elements belongs to this set C. Elements belongs to this set C. So I can represent these values as X. All these are whole numbers, no? All these are integers. There is no any decimal or fraction given. We have negative numbers, zeros and positive values. All these three together, it can be denoted as integers. So first characteristics of the solutions for this set C. X is, that means all the solutions are denoted by X. X is an element of the integers, because all the answers are integers, no? That's why we are using capital Z. Capital Z is denoting integer. So all the values are integers. That is the first identification. And next one, there is a range. So you should denote that range as well. Starting from -2, end up at 4. So in between our values were located. So in between here, since we have -2 and 4, you should denote an equal mark in the inequality as well. So the explanation, the characteristics of the elements belong to set C, all are real numbers and all are situated in between -2 and 4. That's all about the set builder method for this given Venn diagram.